Hello, hello, my friends. I'm sorry that I am tardy tonight. I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off, doing way too much. But such is life, right? Some days we just got to get some stuff done. Today, I definitely overdid it, but I'm in the process of making 2 loaves of bread. One just a white sandwich loaf of bread, and the other a cinnamon raisin bread. I also made the king a batch of tortillas so that I could make him some chicken bacon ranch quesadillas for dinner. I will have to step out of the room in about 30 minutes so that I can go and put everything in the oven. And then, once it's finished, I can pull it back out and hopefully around the time we're done with the live tonight, I'll be able to have my dinner. So, hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in. Let's see. We have Miss Deborah Richardson and Sally Stevens and Denise Lee, and Miss Mary is in the house. And Alley Cat, Crochet, Kimberly, and Miss Lisa. Wonderful to see you. Hello, Maribel. How are you? Hello, Miss Maggie. Welcome in. We did get away to Myrtle Beach this weekend. Well, hello, Clint. Welcome in. We went down and enjoyed tons and tons of riding. I didn't get to do any of the walking stuff that we wanted to do because I didn't have it in me. I'm still very, very weak. The slightest of tacks makes me excruciatingly tired. And I have been taking nitro like it's Skittles lately. But I do have an echocardiogram scheduled for tomorrow, and then another test. I don't remember which one that is, that we are doing on Thursday, and I will also be meeting my surgeon on Thursday. So hopefully by Thursday evening, I will be able to make a video and let you guys know uh, the update of when everything is going to be happening, because I should know when I meet my surgeon on Thursday what's going on for sure. Well, hello, welcome in, Miss Linda. I did. I really enjoyed the weekend. Like I said, we were on the bike almost the entire weekend. We got off long enough to get a bite to eat. We did walk around a couple different stores, one of which is called the Gay Dolphin. Absolutely amazing store. It has a little bit of everything. We got some pretty cool seashells and some sea stars there. That I hope to turn into something really cool for one, if not both of our bathrooms, because our bathrooms are themed. I have the master bathroom is done up in the more masculine sea theme, so it's pirates and krakens and stuff like that, some skulls and stuff. And then the smaller bathroom, the one closer to the room here, is done in more of the feminine seascape. So it's mermaids and seashells and dolphins and, all the cutesies of the ocean and stuff like that. So I'm hoping to take some of the stuff that we got from the Gay Dolphin and decorate both of those bathrooms with that and have just, little pieces of memory in both rooms. I think that'll be nice. We didn't get a whole lot of sleep. We were right on the strip, and I mean like right on the strip. And unfortunately, we were only on the second floor, and Harley's revving their engines until 3 a.m. And blaring music until about 3 a.m. every night made it a bit rough for sleep, but everybody was having a good time, so it is what it is, right? And thank you very much, Miss Wanda. I will start a new list, and we need to draw a winner from last month. Oh my goodness, I completely just misspelled your name. And then I have a fabulous, wonderful story that happened this weekend as well. Well, it finished today. It started this weekend. Um, I don't know what happened, but my shipping app, I always, when someone sends me their address, um, I copy and paste into my shipping app because I am dyslexic and I will transpose numbers and letters and whatnot, and I know that about myself, so I always try to copy and paste. However, I did not think to double check myself. I sent out some packages Wednesday, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday, and by Friday, a couple of my girlfriends let me know that their package arrived safe. I was like, great, wonderful. Went on vacation thinking everything was just fine. I get back, and one of the packages I was told didn't arrive, but was marked delivered. I went into instant panic mode because this package wasn't just one of my bags or some hand dyed yarn or something like that. Um, my friend Mel wanted me to spin some yarn with her dog Ruby's fur in it. And I told her I would do so. Oh, no, ads. I'm sorry. Let's see. Let me get back over to StreamYard. Let me know when you're back, Miss Deborah. And while she's away at the ads, we'll go, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Miss Wanda, for the super sticker. Okay. So this package that got misdelivered by my doing wrong. I didn't double check what copy and pasted into my pirate ship. Um, I went to do like a lost package thing. It was going to be a whole thing. So I'm like, let me try to go to UPS today to see if they can help. I didn't make it there, but because I had gotten an email that went into my spam folder. So I didn't notice it right away, but I do check that often just in case. And the person that received the package by mistake let me know that they received it and they would like to be able to get it back to me. I responded with a hey, oh my goodness, thank you so very much for letting me know that this package was delivered to you by mistake. And if you wouldn't mind popping it into the mail to the person that it belongs to, I'll gladly pay, the shipping, or I'll make you something in appreciation of you, doing something so wonderful and being honest, because let's face it, many people would have just thrown the package away or kept it for themselves. But she didn't put it in the mail. She actually drove it over to the location where it actually belonged and dropped it off. I was so thankful, so very thankful. So, yeah, there are still good people in this world. I know we are surrounded by doom and gloom news every single day. This could have turned out so bad. Can't get more of Mel's puppy fur. Her puppy passed away. That fiber was not replaceable. And this lady did the right thing. And it is so wonderful. It's just I was so happy to have that message, and then getting a message from the person that was supposed to receive it, and she had her package. So thank goodness to the universe for good people and doing the right thing I have reached out to the lady that did this and again offered to, pay her for her time or make her something. And if she does happen to stop in here, hello and thank you very, very much for your kindness. And I am so very grateful because I did let her know that I am here on YouTube. And if she wants to pick out something that I make, that I would gladly make her something in appreciation of her doing such a wonderful thing. And I just had to share that with you guys tonight because, like I said, we're surrounded by doom and gloom all the time, and it was so nice to see something so wonderful. But okay, we have 123 people on our list from last month's lives. And I got to write a couple more down before I get into this. Let me do that or I will forget. Seen it. Thank you, Miss Denise. I will do a little jig for you in just a second. Oof. And thank you, Miss Linda. Okay. And yes, please, thank you for remembering the thumbs up. And hello, Miss Jessica and Chris, welcome in. I'm sorry that I missed you guys earlier. I was yakking away. And Mateo, welcome in. Anybody else that I missed, I am so sorry. But welcome in and thank you for being here and for the super stickers, super chat thingies. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Whew. I think talking just takes a lot out of me anymore. So we are going to do a random number generator. From 1 to 123. Now, the first person will be taking home this lovely set right here that also has a takeout bag and a hank of yarn and a notions pouch, all in matching colors. So that will be our first winner. Thank you, Miss Deborah. Our second winner will be going home with the prize that didn't get claimed last month, which is our Dallas Cowboy set. Okay. See, number 7 is just what was on the screen already. So you can see I put from 1 to 123. I'm going to hit generate. This is 71. Number 71 is right here, and it's Infinitely Zero Nessa. So congratulations, Miss Nessa. You have won this set right here with the skulls. You have until next Monday to contact me prior to the live. Oh, Miss Jessica, you are a cool kid, honey. To me, everybody is a cool kid. Thank you, Miss Sally. And I will double check at the end of the live just to make sure that I did not miss anybody. I do not mean to. I can't keep up all the time. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. All right, now we are going to draw one more time to get our second winner. And number 79. Number 79 is right here, and that is Kendra Lutz. So, Miss Kendra, congratulations. You have won the cowboy bag. And if we hit our goal tonight, I will pick one more winner. And that person will be going home with this cute little jack-o'-lantern bag. Yeah, Mama G started the cool kids table thing. I think to try to help me out to get people out there wanting to get a bag to sit at the cool kids table. But to me, if you're a part of my channel, you're a cool kid. I've never been one of the cool kids, so just having you guys here makes me feel like a cool kid. So I think any of you guys that come here to spend time with me are definitely one of the cool kids. Uncle Phil MC Golf. Well, welcome in, Uncle Phil MC Golf. And along with this jack-o'-lantern bag, because it does have an ocean's pouch, we will also be doing a takeout bag with the constellations on them and zodiac signs. So there we go. And that's got a pretty gray on the inside. And the jack-o'-lantern bag is just black on the inside. So if by chance, it's not the Halloween season and you're not a Halloween all year person, with my bags, you can totally flip it the other way. Like that. And then you just have a nice black bag to carry your stuff in. The bear's bag would be a big hit at the doctor's office. Yeah. Hello, Miss Sherry. Welcome in. Let's see. Oh, from the corruption stream. So awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you very much for popping over. You're a cool uncle. Well, that sounds like a good deal. Well, thank you so much for coming in, Uncle Phil. That is awesome. I really love hanging out in the corruption stream. I don't talk a whole lot because I just don't. I'm a lurker in lives. I'm always busy doing stuff, but that's a good group of people to go say hi to and learn some cool stuff about Pokemon. Well, Miss Jessica, I tell you what, if you email me or you get a hold of me on Facebook via Messenger, I can show you what bags I have, and you're more than welcome to get one of those. Or I still do have fabric, and I will make bags for my friends. I don't put them on the website anymore. I don't publicly offer them. But if someone really wants to have one, I really do love making them. So you're more than welcome to, hit me up and we'll get it worked out. Hello, Arrow Lover. Welcome in, sweetheart. Oh, hello, Moonrose. Welcome in. Wow, lots of people popping in tonight that are not usually here on a Monday night. That's wonderful. Mama G made me a cool kit a few years ago. Bought me a Winnie the Pooh set. Yeah, Dawn Yarndale gifted a bag for your birthday. That is so awesome, Miss Sherry. I absolutely loved making the bags for people. Um, it just got to be to the point where I just couldn't see keeping making bags when they just weren't being bought. And I do understand, that life gets hard and bills get stacked up and whatnot, and you can't necessarily go out and buy all the things that you would like to be able to go out and buy. Um, so it was just time for me to say that I guess this is just not what I'm meant to be doing, if or what I'm meant to be successful at. Um, but I did enjoy making them and putting pins on the map for all the places that I have bags at. That was a very fun little thing to do. See all the places where pieces of me are, you know. Oh, thank you for stopping by, Miss Suzanne. Yeah, these YouTube streets are really, really busy, and that's why it's like, I don't really have the energy to be doing the lives and stuff like that right now or videos, but I got to make sure that I keep showing up on my Monday night, or by the time I, get this surgery and get back to being 100% myself again, somebody will done take my place and I'll have to find a new place to jump in because yeah, it's crazy. There are multiple lives every single night, and we can't be all the places all the time. I definitely know that. I quite often will have the TV going, the computer going, both my working cell phone and my backup, YouTube cell phone, the camera I use for making most of my videos. I'll have all of those going, watching either like the TV's usually my watch later list. Like, if I see a friend popped up a video, but I don't have time to watch it right then, I'll go watch later. And then I'll just let that whole list play at one time up on the TV. And that's about the best I can do, And I know a lot of other people are doing the same thing, trying to support everybody that they can possibly support, but also make all the things that they need to make and want to make for, do and be, do all the other things that we do besides making, you know. Whew. And, that was funny. We were down there and it was like the second day, and we brought the new camera. We bought all the extra batteries and the SD cards and all the things to do all the recording, and completely forgot to do any recording, really. So I will be putting a few short videos or, whatever up on the other channel. If you guys are following Coastal Cruisers, that's mine and the King's channel, so you can see a little bit of what we did down at Myrtle Beach. Not much, because like I said, we forgot, but it's been so long since we've actually gotten away for more than just a let's go to lunch somewhere type of trip, that we just spent the time with each other, doing stuff that we haven't done in such a long time, and it was so needed. Yeah, it was. And I was a naughty girl. I got on the sky wheel. Not supposed to do that, but we only live one time, and it was dark out already, but because of all the lights from the motels, and all the lights from the strip and everything, you could see the ocean waves coming in. It was so beautiful. Hello, Miss Janice. Welcome in. Guys, I'm going to step out just for a few seconds. I'm going to go pop my bread into the oven real quick. I will be right back. Sorry about that. One of my loaves got so excited it actually split itself. So it's going to be a nice and fluffy, wonderful loaf of bread when it gets done, which is absolutely wonderful because I'm having BLTs tonight for dinner. Oh, I got some memberships I can give out. There we go. Aren't they wonderful, Janice? I absolutely love BLTs. Well, congratulations, Miss Deborah Richardson and Jessica SMC and Miss Mandy and Miss Sally Stevens and Miss Kendra. Welcome. Congratulations. And thank you, Miss Sherry. turn that page. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Miss Janice. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And yes, congratulations to the new members. We will do 5 more on another night so that I like to stagger them about, you know. I would love to find a good recipe for naan bread. They are wonderful, Miss Deborah, especially if you got some good tomatoes, right? Well, the one loaf is just plain white sandwich bread, and the other loaf I am making my own recipe of cinnamon raisin bread, which has extra cinnamon because I love it. I really enjoy the cinnamon raisin bread as like just a slice of bread for like breakfast in the morning. Hello, Miss Dawn P. And you know what? I haven't told this part of the story yet, but while we were down in Myrtle Beach, we got to have lunch with Mima D, Dawn P. She was very sweet and treated us to lunch at this cute little restaurant. It had some nice outside seating, inside seating. We sat inside and chatted and had a good time. And I didn't even realize until on the way back home yesterday that I didn't get a picture with her. So I'm sorry, Dawn. I meant to get a picture with you. And we were having such a good time chatting, and I just whoop completely out of my head. Oh, homemade spaghetti sauce. Yes, please. Well, Miss Sherry, if you're ever interested in trying your hand at making bread, I actually have a tutorial for my cinnamon raisin bread. And if you want just sandwich bread, you just omit the cinnamon, the raisins, and the brown sugar and do everything else the way that the cinnamon raisin bread is made. Oh, yes. Now you're speaking my language, Miss Sherry. Some cinnamon raisin bread with some good peanut butter on there. Oh, yeah. Right, Deborah? Deborah knows I am great at not remembering to take pictures because we've met a few times and I still haven't remembered to take pictures. I get so excited to meet new people that I don't think about the phone or the camera or you know it's just yeah oops. And honestly bread making is it's not hard. It takes a lot of time and you have to be patient. Um but it's not hard to make bread at all. Like knowing a few key little things like not to have your milk or your water too hot so that you don't burn your yeast and kill it, or you don't want it to be too cold so it just doesn't do much of anything, and learning what it looks like, what it should look like before you add it with the flour. And all those things are, I tell you exactly how to do it in the videos. So I'm hoping more people will try it out. Miss Wanda tried making butter and she did an awesome job. No, bread machines are not a bad option. The King bought me one a few years ago. I used it twice, and it's I don't know. It was kind of like spinning for me. When I thought of myself making bread, I didn't necessarily think of filling up a machine and walking away, learning the technology. Just like when I was picturing myself spinning, I never pictured myself spinning on a electric spinning wheel, even though I bought one because it was a cheaper option to getting a traditional wheel. I didn't like it. So I ended up having to buy the traditional wheel. And after he bought me the bread machine, I started making bread the traditional way. I guess I just like to be hard on myself. Yeah, that more ads. There shouldn't be. There's only supposed to be like every half an hour at the very most. I said it as long as it will go. Let me see if I can. This is ridiculous. See if that does better. Hmm. Yeah, I really, really enjoy making bread. I recommend everybody tries it at least once. My 3 and 5 year old grandsons have made butter many times. Their great grandmother. Oh, that is so awesome, Miss Sherry. I would love to have an old fashioned butter churn and do it that way. That would be so awesome. Right. The KitchenAid stand mixer will knead your dough for you, or they actually have a machine. It's essentially a bowl with a paddle in the center of it. That's all that bowl does is knead your dough. So you could put all the bread ingredients in that bread kneader. I guess I'm not sure exactly what it's called. I could probably Google it and or do some searching and let you guys know. But you can put all your ingredients in that and it will knead your dough for you, and then you can do all the rest of the steps by hand. Or, the KitchenAid stand mixers are wonderful. Eventually I would love to have one. However, they're quite pricey, so it's gonna take a little bit of saving up, but I will, the King never lets me go without. So he will have me one eventually. Oh, that's awesome, Miss Gwen. Yeah, I really enjoy making my own butter, especially because then I know for sure it doesn't have any salt in it. I'm really not a fan of salt at all. I make garlic butter with wild rumps. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Yeah, garlic, but I love garlic. I actually just planted a few cloves of garlic out in the herb bed. And even though I already harvested my basil and my oregano, I did not, you know, completely cut them all the way off. And I could probably go out and harvest them again. They're growing like crazy right now. Isn't that wonderful, Dawn? I've heard those mixers are just stand the test of time. I was looking at some more inexpensive alternatives. However, I could not find anybody that actually did a true review on them. You know, someone that did more than just, oh, bye, Moonrose. Have a good night. Opened it and said, oh, look, this pretty mixer. And then it sat on the counter. You know, I want to see someone that opens that box and uses that mixer like for 6 months and then comes back and does a review on it, because I know, yeah, it's like $150 cheaper than the KitchenAid. But from everything I've ever heard about KitchenAid is I can buy this thing and hand it down to my children and they can hand it down to their children and it will still be a good mixer where I can't get any information other than it's pretty out of the box of one of the other brands. And so that kind of, I think I'll probably end up just saving up the little extra money and going with the one that has stood the test of time. Well, that was very sweet of him, Miss Sherry. You have a very nice brother. Oh, that's an awesome idea, Miss Linda, to freeze the basil in individual packets. I'll have to try that next time. This time, what I did is I cut the stalks, above the nodules and that, and then I hung them to dry, hung them upside down to dry, and then plucked my leaves from there. Laura Brown, welcome in. Had your KitchenAid for 20 years. Wow. On QVC. I've never bought anything from QVC. I've always been afraid to buy things off of the TV or off of like ads and stuff like that. Well, I think it's probably time to pick our random people to go on to the or the live giveaway list. So let me pull up our StreamYard giveaway tool. Oh my goodness, cops are in the house. Crossover Paranormal Society. Welcome in, honey. It's great to see you. I'm sorry I haven't made your live lately. I've been trying to be a good girl and go to bed at a decent hour, so I've been missing you, but it's great to see you over at my house. I believe it's Jonathan, right? And if you type in cool kids, what we'll be doing is we're going to draw 5 people and they will be added to the list. And next month, our very first live of the month, we will draw a winner. Now, this month, we're probably not going to have Stitch of the Month, guys. I just don't have it in me to do all the extra recording and editing, but we will try to resume Stitch of the Month. Awesome. My memory didn't fail me for once. So, we will resume Stitch of the Month hopefully in November because I should be, on the road to recovery by then and be able to get some more videos out for you guys and get back on schedule. Well, yeah, I can't promise that, but I'll do my best, Miss Karen. Hello, Jill. It's great to see you, sweetheart. I am absolutely exhausted, but I haven't had to take any nitro today, so that is a phenomenal thing. I have had to take it almost every single day since this started, which is quite the uptick in nitro for me because I usually, prior to the wire breaking, I was only having to take nitro maybe 3 times a week. So this having to take it every day is, whew. Well, I go in tomorrow at 11 a.m. for an echocardiogram, and then I have another test on Thursday. I will also meet my actual cardiologist tomorrow, and on Thursday I will meet the surgeon, so I will be able to let everybody know when the surgery is going to be and hopefully which surgery they're going to do, whether they're going to replace all of the wires or just the single lead. We are definitely hoping for all of the wires because obviously if one wire broke, one of the others could. So we would rather, I would rather they went in and changed all the wires at one time so that we don't have to go through this again. Nitro is nitroglycerin. If you start having a heart pain, like shooting pain down your arm, which generally isn't the way that I have my heart pain. Mine generally is in my shoulder blades, as it is for most women, not all. But when that pain starts, it's letting me know, that pain lets me know that my heart is in extreme, distress. I take that medicine and generally it will calm my heart down so I don't end up getting shocked or having to be paced by the device in my chest. Because let me tell you, getting shocked is no fun at all. It's quite like taking a kick from a horse and being electrocuted at the same time. It's not fun, although it can save your life. So that's why I do have the device implanted in the first place, because my heart I can be sitting and doing absolutely nothing whatsoever. Sitting here doing, playing on my phone or crocheting, no real physical activity going on. And my heart will race up to 120 beats a minute and then it stops. and then it'll take off racing again, and it'll stop, and it'll take off racing again, and it'll stop. And it's just an awful, awful feeling. But the pacemaker function will try to, correct that missing, is because it's missing a beat is what makes it race like that. Unfortunately, the bottom half of my heart is about useless, because of how long the blood flow was cut off during the first heart attack. So it does tend to take off racing a lot more than it used to. But that's what the pacemaker function is for. And then the defibrillator is the backup. If my heart doesn't behave when the pacer kicks in, the defibrillator can shock me into a correct rhythm, or worst case scenario, if it stopped for too long, it can shock me back into a rhythm. Oof, so thankful that you're here, Miss Sherry. Yeah, I had shoulder blade pain for just one day, and my ex forced me into the hospital. The only thing he'd ever forced me to do that was good for me. And I actually dropped dead right in front of the doctor. But that means we were meant to be here, honey. We're still strong and fighting hard. Yeah, that's one thing. When I was in with my electrophysiologist this last time, the first thing she said to me is, have you considered not eating salt anymore? And I'm like, well, I don't eat salt. I mean, even I get like low sodium bacon, and I do not cook with salt, for my food generally, because I don't like it. I don't put salt on my food, and I eat enough to keep like a toddler alive. I don't eat enough. And so it's not a what I'm eating issue. It's the being, you know, sedimentary most of the time because of the heart being all messed up. But hopefully we'll get everything under control again, and once they fix this wire, I'll be able to feel like myself again and get back onto my elliptical, and not being so sedimentary, and get back down to a little more healthier weight. But oof, 8 surgeries. That's awful, Miss Sherry. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I'm the same way, Miss Sherry. Actually, when I met the king, he was quite like that. And I switched him from salt to sea salt, and then from sea salt to pink iodized sea salt. And now he very rarely picks up the salt shaker. There are certain things he still, like his grits, he puts a ton of salt in his grits. But for the most part, he's gotten better. Oh, Miss Nessa, um, I will need you to email me, darling. You won our live giveaway for the night. You won this set right here with the yarn and the takeout bag. So please email me with your address. Yeah, I'm a pepper girl too. Black with pepper. Yum, 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 yum. Well, let's go to this picker wheel here. Where there to go. There we go. We got 21 entries, and we're going to draw 5 names. Miss Deborah Richardson, congratulations. Miss Sally Stevens, congratulations. Miss Mandy, congratulations. Miss Sherry Knowles, congratulations. And one more. Mimodi Dawn P. Congratulations. And I will be right back. Once again, I have to go pull my bread out of the oven. Okay, sorry about that. No more interruptions. But boy, was that perfect timing. I buttered the top real quick and popped them out on the cooling rack and popped my nice damp towel on top. So my bread will be wonderfully soft and delicious when we're all done. Conclusion from joining the live. Go ahead. Oh, owie. Please be careful, Miss Demetra. Man, concussions are nothing to mess with. If they don't get treated properly or taken care of properly, it can cause dementia and Alzheimer's and whatnot later in life. Come on over, Miss Sherry. You can have some with me. I'll take a picture after the live and put it up on the community tab. Yeah, or um, oh, excuse me. Right? Well, you're close enough, Miss Deborah. Come on down and get some. Yes, smells wonderful in here. Well, you be careful, Miss Demetra. You start feeling any worse, you definitely need to go in and get checked out. But you should probably tell your primary doctor about it anyways the next time you see them, so that they can document it in your medical charts. Definitely got to take care of our heads. Well, come on over, Miss Dawn. You're welcome to. Right? Darn work. Darn real life and having to be a grown up. I got flour all over my shirt, and then when I went to put the bread in the oven, the king let me know that I had flour on my nose the whole first part of the live. Guess it comes with the territory. But no wonder I couldn't see it. These glasses are filthy. I still haven't painted my witch thing up yet. So hopefully next week I'll be feeling a little better and I can set up the table and we can paint that together. Oof, icky. I'm sorry, Miss Kim. I sure hope that whatever was ailing you got fixed in those surgeries and you don't have issues with it again. That's an awful lot. It takes a lot to recover from a abdominal getting sliced open through your abdominal wall. It's love and light to all that need it for healing or anything else that you may need some love or light for. I felt absolutely awful though. We when we left on Friday, I was cleaning up the countertops Thursday night, and I took my ring off so I could scrub the counter real good and not get a bunch of ooky stuff in my ring. And I completely forgot to put my ring back on. So I went the whole weekend without my ring. I felt so naked. Mm, that's awful, Miss Sherry. I'm sorry you had to go through that. He did. He's wonderful. He picked on me about it, of course. Right. Yeah. The only time I ever take it off is when I'm at home. Like when I'm mixing bread, I'll take it off. Or if I'm scrubbing real nasty stuff, we'll take it off. Or, mixing meat, I'll take it off. But I don't take it off when I'm wearing anywhere else because I know my memory. And nope. Oh, that is so awesome, Miss Sally. That is absolutely wonderful that he puts it back on for you and you have to take it off. Renewing that bond each and every single time. That is very, very sweet. Mm. Well, guys, I think we're gonna think I've hit my limit for the day. I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna turn this, let you guys go and sit here with my feet up for a little while my bread cools enough for me to be able to have my dinner. And then I'll probably hit the bed so that I can go and have my test done tomorrow and meet my cardiologist. I will, like I said, I'll try to let you guys know as soon as I know what's going on with the surgery and whatnot. I can't wait to get back to normal and get crafting with you guys again. I've been so slow at crafting lately. Only got half a sweater done. But I love you all. I will see you next time. And till then, happy crafting, my friends.